Good day. On today's video, we will do a service of the steering power. You are right now on the largest Mercedes W124 channel that exists. I'm Hervé and I will show it to you. The steering power is very often something that's completely neglected. We do the service of the engine, but we never think about the service of the steering pump, which is a shame because it's something that works quite a lot. So I will show you that in that video, how we're gonna drain the oil, change the filter, etc. First off, we will open the reservoir. And we basically unscrew this and we remove the cover like so. That's it. Now we will have to remove the center part. You see the plastic that's here, it's held by a number 10. So if you got a socket, better. If you don't have, personally I don't know where I've placed mine, so I'll use a flat spanner. You see, you press it because there's a spring below and then you unscrew it like so. Okay, you remove it by hand and then you remove this, and below you will have a spring as well that you will remove. This is what we have removed. Okay, you can see, and now we are left here with some very dirty oil, black, which in fact should be reddish color. So now I will show you one way of draining this. You can do it another way as well, depending on how you want to do it. What you can do, where you got your steering column, you got the steering box that's somewhere below, and below it you've got a nut that you can remove, and then you should be able to drain the oil. For this you will move the steering right to left, will action the pump without starting the engine, because you don't want this to run dry. Okay, so basically doing the steering like this, right left, that will drain the entire system. Me, I will do it a different way. I will use something like this, okay, and I will basically drain most of the oil here and have direct access to the filter. Okay, then I will remove by under, same thing with the steering right left, and basically that should run absolutely dry. As I said, don't start the engine because this turns very fast and you don't want it to run dry, absolutely not. So let's remove that oil first, and then I will show you the filter after, and then we'll drain below. I've now drained most of the tank, okay, and we can see at the bottom the filter. Okay, now you can remove it. If you take a kind of wire that you bend a little bit, you should be able to hook it and take it off. Now that I've removed the filter and drained the bit more oil that was inside, I've raised the car on one side, the side where you've got the steering column. Okay. Now we're gonna go under and we're gonna remove that plug that I told you about. So why we raise the car on one side only is because if one wheel is on the floor, it's much easier to turn the wheel than if both are, if for instance you place it on ramps, it's gonna be more difficult to turn the wheels. Okay, so do it that way. So now we will open this and I will show you, I will try to show you how the oil will drip when we turn the wheel. As you have seen, I've removed the drain plug, which is here, and I've used a spanner of 17 like this one in order to open it. Okay. As you have seen, you need to turn the steering right, left, so like that, drain the entire system. If you don't do that, you will have old oil inside the system, and obviously the service won't be done properly. Okay, so now you will have noticed as well that this came out in several parts. Okay, so in case this fell off, how it gets fitted, you see here we got the lip, and here we got the lip as well. This goes inside. Okay, that spring goes into the plug. Okay, this gets fitted into the box, and this on top. Okay, and you tighten well. You tighten well without tightening too much, because we've got a copper ring here. Okay, so it's a compression ring which is made to be tightened but not over tightened. Okay, so once it's finished dripping, there's no more oil, we're gonna clean the box very nicely. If you got paper towel, or if you got cotton fiber, stuff like that, clean it nicely, and we'll place all this back together, and then we'll place the filter and the oil. Plug has been fitted and tightened properly. I've used a 17 spanner, bended one like this one, in case you wonder, because the access is not very easy. And now we're gonna place the filter. So before I place it, I will show you the difference between the old and the new one. As you can see, there's a big difference of color. Okay, so this is why we have to change it from time to time. Okay, I've purchased that brand, but surely there are other brands. If I find it, I will place it on the video, so like that you can select the one you want. I know there are some filters as well that come with the joint that's here, okay, and some come only the filter. So you pick the one you want. Okay, if you want to replace the rubber, it's up to you. Okay, so now we're gonna place that filter, that part up inside, and we're gonna start filling up the fluid. Now, what oil are we gonna be using? Well, normally it's the oil is ATF, automatic transmission fluid. But over the years, Mercedes have noticed that this actually damaged the pump, a lot of friction. So this is not recommended anymore. So what I've done, I went to the dealership and I've asked them, what oil should I use? And the answer has been so I was a bit surprised. I said, no, really? Okay, so as they can't tell me what oil actually is recommended, what I've done, I went to a shop and I bought a fluid for steering power. So like that, I know I can't go wrong. This is made for steering system, and that's it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Okay. So what you do, fill this up, okay, completely. Don't be afraid, and then turn the wheel again, right, left, and what will happen? You will see the liquid will start to go in, and then you will see some bubbles. That means that the system is self-bleeding. Okay, the air is coming out and is being replaced by the oil. Okay. And then after, obviously, you will respect the level. Okay, so after you just pour a little bit until everything is fine. Okay, and then that will be done. So we'll do that right now. I hope that you have been able to see the bubbles and how the fluid went down inside. So we'll continue like that with the wheel, right, left, etc. Until the system is full. Look, if you flush the system correctly, you should have the oil of that color, more or less. To finish the service, as I said, once you turn the steering right and left, once you see there's a good amount of fluid inside the system, then you can start the engine, because as I said, you don't want the pump to run dry, okay? So then, with the engine on, you continue right, left, and just make sure there's a good level. What you can do as well, once you close this off, let's go for a drive, test how the steering is. It should be a bit more soft, okay? And when you come back, just make sure there's no leaks whatsoever, and you should be good to go. Okay, so I hope that you have liked the video. I hope this has been useful to you, and we'll see each other in the next one. Take care.